the more layers you have, the more depth there is, right? So that's how I look at it. This is how it came to my mind, right? I was looking for not only a name for the project, but I was also looking for the name of a song and a theme to a beat I had, right? That was produced by LQ, right? LQ the banker. So I'm sitting there, I'm in the studio and I'm on my phone and I'm like, I'm listening to this beat over and over and over and over, and I'm like, it really sounds like something that needs to uplift people, or not so much uplift people, but it's vulnerable, you know, it's very vulnerable, and I knew it had to be about me. I was on my phone and I'm looking at Instagram stories, and what I realized is that every time I put a question box, right, my fans will be like, Lamar, where's your music? Like, we want to hear singles. Like, are you gonna do R&B? Is it Afro? Is it pop? Like, you sound like this person, and you sound like that artist, and who's your favorite collab? And we want music, we want music, we want music. And I'd be like, guys, music is coming, music is coming. Wait me. And I looked at my story and I was like, that's the name of the song, but that's also the name of the project. Because I noticed that, and I have stories going back years, like 3 years and possibly longer, of me, like every time fans would ask me for music, I would say, wait me. I'd say, guys, music is dropping, I'm producing, or I'm showing them, you know, me in the studio, and I'd put wait me. So I realized it, I actually noticed it one day, and I decided that's what I'm gonna name the project, and that's what I'm gonna name the song. So the first layer is for the fans. I think the second layer, I grew up around a lot of Africans. So I'm Jamaican, and my mum told me that my grandma, her mother, was from Gold Coast, which is now Ghana. So technically, I have Ghanaian in me somewhere. But my mum is Jamaican, and my dad is Jamaican. So I'm Jamaican, but I see myself as an African because I was exposed to so much African culture, music, food, people, languages, dance styles. I went to an African church, right? I think I started going from the age of like 8. Predominantly Nigerian, you know, Igbo and Yoruba tribes and River State and whatnot. But there was also, you know, Zimbabwe. There was Ghana, there was South Africa, there was Belize, there was Senegalese, Gambian. Yeah, but you get the picture. It was quite a good mix of Africans, but predominantly Nigerian. And you know, I picked up the accent, you know, I picked up the style of talking and the way that they would interact with each other. And like if I wanted to, like, I will put the accent, I will put it on right now, you know. If I want to talk like them, I will talk like them now. See, if my boys were watching it, they'd be like, nah, Lamar, like, did that. But stop that. But it's like, you know, I really did grow up around that culture. So it's like, and, you know, hello. But I grew up around that culture, so it was like, it's just natural for me to kind of soak up them and their music and their rhythm and their... I remember, like, there'd be certain phrases that certain uncles and aunties would say to each other when they're communicating. So let's say, for example, it'd be like, oh, when are we gonna go for dinner as a family? So it'd be like, brother Lamar, when are we gonna go for dinner, man? When are we gonna go for dinner? And you'd be like, wait me now. It'd be like, what you're saying is, wait for me, innit? Like, I'm coming. Like, it's basically like saying, like, chill, give me a chance, like, I'm gonna make it happen, you know what I mean? Wait for me, I'm gonna make it happen. So yeah, but it's wait me instead of wait for me or whatever. Like, it's pidgin, you know, the way that they communicate. So I remember hearing that, and yeah, so I would write. So the first layer is my fans. You know, me using that for my fans. The second layer is what the actual meaning is, and also waiting for me to drop the project. And then the last layer, which is the third one and the deepest one, has the most meaning, obviously, and it's about me, you know. And people would ask me sometimes, if you were a child, what would you say to your child, to your 5-year-old self or 10-year-old self think of you? Or if you were 15, like what would you know what I mean? Like people ask me these kinds of questions, these kind of really intriguing and thought-provoking questions, and it would be like, I'd be like, wow, like what would I say? How would I treat them, you know? And then it kind of made me think about how I was treating myself in that moment. And I know some of us are culprits of this. Some of us are very guilty of doing this to ourselves, you know, being hard. I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist. I don't like to call myself anything, you know what I mean, really, apart from what is true. Like I'm a singer, you know, and things of that nature. The thing is, like, we've all been guilty of being hard and quite mean to ourselves. Life can get hard, but like you gotta understand, like things wouldn't be hard for you if there wasn't something great on the other side. And it sounds so cliche and so crazy, but if you haven't trained, if you've never swum in a storm, right? If you've never been thrown into the deep end, how are you gonna know how to handle it when it does happen? Because it will. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. Twist and turn. And I'm laughing because, like, what are you gonna do? Like, keep going. Like, it's crazy. Like, keep going. You need to be prepared to handle what is yours. Otherwise, you will mishandle it, and then you're gonna keep learning the same lesson until you say, you know what? Okay, I'm done. Let's try something else. Let me not do that. Let's do the opposite of what my brain or my whatever, my heart or whatever, my heart and my soul and my mind is telling me to do. You know what I mean? Let's do the opposite for once. Can we try something new? Can we try something new? You know what I mean? That's the third layer. Is not being harsh with yourself. And I thought about the childhood version of me stumbling, falling down. Every time I made a mistake, every time I've done the same thing, I said, I'm not gonna do this no more. I've given this up. I'm not gonna do this. This isn't good for me. This doesn't serve me. This doesn't fulfill me. This doesn't enhance me. This doesn't propel me. This doesn't fuel me. This doesn't enrich me. This doesn't uplift me. Every time you've had a moment where you stumbled, how did you treat yourself in the after? What was the aftermath like? Because people are gonna always have something to say. Whether you feel you're doing right or wrong, or whether people are always gonna talk. And they have a right to. Everyone can talk. You can't control that. But what you can control is your response. And the amount of effort you put into your work. It's really that simple. And the more, like, I'm glad I've had the experiences I've had, the ups and the downs, because you really don't know until you know. And then things start to really fall in place. But it doesn't happen until you're able to kind of just give in, just give up, like let go, and love yourself. Be kind, do the right things for your body, for your mind, for your heart, for your soul. Be kind. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't tell yourself you can't do something. How do you know? Do you know that's like one of the things I battle with? I'm not gonna lie. I'll just be so vulnerable right now because why not? Like, maybe this will help somebody. What is that? I can't do it. The only thing we can't do is defy gravity yet. We have, and low key we already do when we fly in planes and whatnot. You know, it's not us. We're in a giant metal bird, but at the end of the day, you know, but the word impossible is limited to what you tell yourself, because really and truly I battled with it. I did for a long time. It's annoying, but at the same time it's like I'm glad, because I have so much more of an appreciation for myself. Like I can see that, like I have a bit more clarity, you know?
What are some things you thought you couldn't do?
Well, you know,
that you know now was silly.
Producing a record, writing a great record, performing to a higher degree, you know, on a high level, that my voice wasn't necessary. I don't know, imposter syndrome, that's what happens. I'm just glad, like, me and my boys, we have this joke. Most people have seen, what's the, Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange, Benedict Wong, what's his name? Wong. Benedict Wong plays Wong. So in Multiverse of Madness, Scarlet Witch is attacking the fortress. Why am I rapping? Did you hear that?
No. Oh, you talking about bars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's funny.
In that movie, Scarlet Witch is throwing some type of magic at the fortress, and Benedict Wong, he's talking to the other sorcerers. He's like, what is he? I don't remember what he calls them, but he's like, fortify your mind, and it's like, me and my boys, we always joke, like we joke about that. We used to joke about that because it's like, it's the way he said it was kind of funny, and the idea of like fortifying your mind, like they're wizards, but when you apply it to real life and you think about it in a practical way, you must fortify your mind. You have to feed it positive things. You have to ground yourself every day. You have to wake up and tell yourself, yo, I'm that guy. You know what I mean? Or I'm that woman. You know what I mean? The last person that should be horrible to yourself is you. You must love yourself.
Say that.
You must.
Okay, so now that we know about the album title, and you also mentioned that's the name of the first single, let's talk about the single. How did that happen, and what do you want to share about it?
Alright, so I met LQ the banker. He was a producer. Yeah, he has a few cuts. He's doing his thing. So we kind of clicked over, obviously, our mutual love of music, and I went over to his apartment and we were playing some beats. He was playing me some of his beats, and I was like, you know what, bro, like, send me that, and he just kind of gave me like a good little selection of vibes. And I remember there was a specific one on there called The Beginning, and the BPM was 110. It just sounded like something that was very vulnerable and had a message behind it. Not just like a good type of energy, and like something that would make you want to dance or sing along. It genuinely, like, it's vulnerable. It's like and it's quite anecdotal, and I realized that I had to write about myself, and that's where I tied in the whole 3 layers that I went over, and then also the meaning of wait me with, you know, fans asking where's the music, and then, you know, my African aunties and uncles, oh, wait to me, I'm coming. And then obviously third layer, how I treat myself, you know, like, if I stumble and fall, do I pick myself up? And am I careful with myself? Do I wait for myself to, you know, am I patient with myself? I'm listening to it. I'm trying to write it. That all comes to me. And then I knew, like, straight away, as the song's going, melody comes. Na 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 na. what am I saying? I don't want to tell myself what I'm saying. What are you saying, Lamar? What are those? Because those are words. You know, like I said earlier, I can hear rhythm, I can hear sounds, I can hear words, I can hear beat patterns out of just my environment. Sometimes out of pure silence, and then the whatever's going on in my body, my heartbeat, the blood flowing through my veins, in like straight. I nearly said pitch silence.
But did it like make sense?
I wish I said pitch silence.
Sense, though.
In pitch silence, bro. I don't care. In pitch silence. Yeah. I can hear. Oh my goodness. So I'm like, the melody comes to me, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful every time it comes, because I know when it's good and when it isn't, because it's catchy, or it's, you know, it flows and it comes to me in like a natural. It comes to me, like it's not like I had to try and really figure it out. It just comes to me. But my heart, my voice, wherever the place I'm pulling from, that genuine place, that foundation I'm pulling from, is saying something. I'm the vessel to give it words. You know what I mean? Or I'm the right here is where the rhythm and the sort of, I want to say like the downloading of the melody. Where it kind of, it comes here. This is where it kind of, it comes out. Brain's going too, right? And then you sit with it. And then right here with the mouth and your language, whatever language you sing in or you speak in, and the way you sing, your style, and the way you want to sing those words, and how you want to be genuine with that feeling, that foundation. You really want that to come through. So you just open up and you're vulnerable. Because what did I say? I knew it was about vulnerability. And I knew that I was going to be talking to myself, but also people can sing this. And that's what I love. It's like one of those movies that have a meaning to where it affects the characters, but it affects us. Like it's ambiguous, or it's mysterious, or it makes us cry, or it makes us feel heroic, or you know what I mean? Like I just knew. So I'm like, I had to pull from that place. Searching for answers I never find. Everything I'm looking for is inside. And I was like, it's vulnerable. It doesn't, I don't care that I'm being sensitive, because that's genuine. Searching for answers I'd never find, because you would never find them out there, because they're right here. You're like this, like, you know what I mean? You're like straight, just to where you can't even look at what you are. You're beautiful. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Yes, words can bring you down. Oh no. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, you're beautiful. We are beautiful creatures. Like, look at what you are. It's there. It's all inside. Next line. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. So what's the next part? What am I doing right now? I'm giving in. I'm giving up. Not giving up. I'm giving in. I'm letting go. I'm just gonna walk. I'm scared, but I'm gonna go anyway. Gave in to my fears. I decided to try. Do it scared, don't listen to the noise. Gave in to my fears, I decided to try. So many people haven't tried. They haven't, you know? And even low-key not even low-key, for myself, like, it's like that. It's a thing where, like, oh, if I don't do it, like, I can say, if I don't give 100%, if it doesn't work out, I can be like, oh, I didn't try it, so you know what I mean? But you have to just jump in the deep end and do it scared. Don't listen to the noise. The next part I wanted to talk about, I wanted to expand on that theme of it being inside and you not kind of knowing that, you know, you're like a treasure. I had the melody again, the melody and the rhythm. I knew what I wanted to do. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Na 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 na. So I said, diamond in the rough, more than just enough. You've been hiding from your calling, now the world will know, keep going. Again, this will just me being as vulnerable as possible, as honest as possible. So, and then I buttoned it with, took a while to realize. So I tell myself every time, wait me. If you really think about it, it took so long. No, that's another thing. It took the time it needed to take. As long as you don't give up and you keep going, like for real. If you don't trust the process and you try to rush through it or escape it, or all you're doing is running, you're basically saying you don't want it because you're not allowing yourself to. What if you're going through the fire so that everything and everyone that is trying to bring you down and attack you can be burned away? What if you're swimming through the ocean so that everything that's bad or anything that's been you've allowed to dwell in your heart and in your mind and in your soul? What if you're in that lonely ocean to be molded in a secret place, to be shaped, to learn how to swim, to learn to not be afraid, and also your enemies can't, or whatever, not enemies, but those things, those negative voices, whatever it is, they can't access you when you're in that place. So what if that's the reason why you're there? You're trying to get away. You're doing everything but that. It's almost like Jonah and the whale. And I don't want to get preachy, but you know what I mean? You running from what you're supposed to do. Or even we could take it to Marvel, Spider-Man. You know what I mean? With great power truly does come great responsibility, and at the end of the day, like, sometimes you need to be put in a place where no one can disrupt this part of your journey. Like, you have to be there. You just have to learn how to think different, to behave different, to talk different, to walk different, you know? Eat different, love different, communicate different, spend time different, spend money different. You splashing and splashing and splashing. You sometimes you're not even doing anything. You're just there. You know, and that's good, but it's not good when you're not in the place of understanding. You're kind of just, you shut yourself away, you know, because you're not being part of it. You're not understanding it, what it is, and it takes a while. That's why I said it took a while. So I tell myself every time, wait me, be patient, Lamar, love yourself, and focus on the goal. Because there's a goal, there's something, there's a reason, there's a purpose. So just align. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything will work out. So yeah.
searching for answers I never find. Everything I'm looking for is inside. Gave in to my fears, I decided to try. Do escape, don't listen to the noise. Diamond in the rough, more than just enough. You've been hiding from your calling, now the world will know. Keep going. Took a while to realize, so I tell myself every time.
Okay. That's Wait Me, the name of the project, and then the lead, the first song in the journey. I hope it really resonates with you and encourages you and uplifts you and helps you to get into good spirits and love yourself. You know, go look in the mirror and just wait me. You know.